Hello and welcome to Reactions on Truth Hurts podcast. Truth hurts, but must be spoken. And as the Cameroonians that we are, we cannot be indifferent to some of the striking stories that are making headlines on a daily basis in our beautiful country, Cameroon. And sometimes some of these striking headlines are not so pleasant and they cause a lot of division, a lot of brouhaha, if you permit me say, amongst Cameroonians themselves. And one of those topical issues has been the MINSEP versus FECAFOOT saga. And we are here as Cameroonians, lovers of football, to give our personal perspective of what has been happening. I am here with the beautiful Clarice Ninge. Hello, Clarice.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we are glad to have you. We also have Abbas. Hello, Abbas, and welcome.
Hi.
How are you today?
So good.
Awesome. We're the Jews of the Lord in Christ Jesus.
Yeah.
What's popping, bro?
Fine.
Okay, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
So, Mo, just get to the matter because some of that kind of matter we really need to move branch about them. It's
right.
been maybe it gets into almost more than a year, and let me put it that way, that there has been discrepancies between FECAFOOT and of course the Ministry of Sports and Physical Education. And this pertains to the management of the indomitable lions. Yes, our lions. And from what we've been able to notice so far, it is clear that as of now, one party is saying, I am the one in charge of managing these players, and another party is saying, no, I am the body that is supposed to govern football, and as such, I am supposed to be the one in charge. This has caused a lot of division. As of now, we don't say Ibu, then they one side, there's a Eglisian, then they one side. So, Abbas, you be Ibu or you be Eglisian?
Definitely a big Eglisian.
Okay, be Eglisian, but I do Ibu. That's thank God saying I'm here to ask the question. So they don't ask me. I'm not really supposed to say why we ask you the kind of question. Yes.
Why not?
Because
No, I didn't identify with any of the above. I be very objective Cameroonian.
exactly. They will go.
We need such.
But let's say, ladies before gentlemen, honestly speaking, you don't follow up, especially for media.
Yeah.
Yes, you run one of the leading media platforms for the country, better things, and you tell we back to back what happen to the point where if I want check what to be the real thing, we go wrong over better things first. But away from being persuaded the heady platform, what to be your own personal observation of what don't go on so far with MINSEP and FECAFOOT?
I just feel like it is first of all, very disappointing because like at the end of the day, fights not between any person like them. There's nobody who likes to be in an environment that is hostile. Whether it is the players, whether it's the administrators, a hostile environment is not a cool environment to work for anybody.
Sure.
So first of all, it's a very, very disappointing situation, and it like I just feel like the at this point the person I want to intervene is the president. I cannot even lie.
I mean, I support you.
Yes, that's what it is. Because I cannot say that. Okay, let's what just happened. Let's talk about the recent situation, like the recent happening, the match Cameroon Zimbabwe match in Uganda. We saw some MINSEP administrator Siritolo move to the hotel that was lodging FECAFOOT staff, to practically say, oh, he's stretching an olive branch and that they should make peace, and they laughed and they said, oh, we are not enemies, we are cool. But the next day in the match, we did not really see any reflection of peace. Of peace. So at the end of the day, we just want peace, let everybody have peace. Let FECAFOOT have the right environment to work the way they want to work. Let MINSEP staff have the right environment to work the way they want to work. Let the players have the right environment to work the way they are supposed to work. Let the coach have his peaceful environment to work. We just want them to work and give us results. We don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of their fights and whatever it is that is happening. Their power tussle, like have power. At the end of the day, the power that you are exerting is for the service of Cameroonians. So if we Cameroonians are not seeing results of what you are supposed to be doing in your office, we don't care about how you got there. We just want to see those results. So that's what it is for me. At this point, we just want
we come back inside the other details. But Abbas, what do you think? As the Eglisian that you are, clearly you think that it is doing everything correctly.
Yeah, when I say I'm an Eglisian, you might think that I'm in total support of Eto's actions.
Okay.
But when we are identifying an Eglisian, simply because we love Eto right from his playing days.
Okay.
But when it comes to the administrative duties as the president of FECAFOOT, I would not say I vote for every action, but I call for peace. Because at the end of the day, as Clarice rightly said, we want the players to have a good environment, which I believe Eto'o to be that person to provide that amazing environment given his experience as a player. So that is why we are.
But many people are calling him out. Many people are calling him out and saying that no, he's not good in administrative duties. That he's too, I don't want to use the term, he's too emotional. Yes, people say they claim that sometimes he doesn't work from a very sound perspective. He operates too much with his emotions. Yeah,
it's not new when it pertains to Eto'o in particular, because he has always been emotional. Eto'o has always made decisions based on emotions right from his playing days. So I was not expecting him as an administrator to suddenly change and become a good politician. No, I'm looking at it as somebody who understands the pain of the body. You know, FECAFOOT has always been a body of problems. When I say body of problems, because there are days that right from the days of, I don't want to call names, right from the days of the former administrators like General Semenya out there, we have always had challenges. So we're thinking that this our pastor will come in with peace. And so far so good. I would say he has made a lot of efforts to bring peace, but he has also faced a lot of challenges, and his emotional part has even portrayed more than the way we used to see it with the challenges he had as a footballer. So that is why I say that I believe that he is still the right man for the job. Yeah, so let us just give him more time and more peace.
So now billions of people already talk about the more time. Many people are saying that probably he shouldn't have even contested as president of the federation, because people are citing a lot of during his time we had a lot of people how do they call this thing going on strike. Yeah, remember there was a time, is it referees? I can't quite place, but they decided to say they were not going to be officiating some matches. We've had a lot of it almost looks like, especially with what happened recently when the players got into the country, it almost looked like the players had practically picked the sides. It is true that they went to the media. Clarice, you watched. It is true that they said, even when they had that session with the Prime Minister, they said, we are going to play, even if it's in Bamenda, we are going to play. But if FECAFOOT books hotel here in Douala, say Unakaka lodge for them, because me I've been ahead for me I've been ahead, me the government activities. Unakomogo Yaounde, that one means everything. Me say FECAFOOT do something where they don't like no.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the player then for that situation, the player then they simply it be very okay say FECAFOOT the governing body of football, but FECAFOOT then for Cameroon and they under government at the end of the day. The player them of course, if that thing they come because there is something they've been saying recently, they come with high administrative orders, like making it to look like the order that come from the presidency, because the president be the top person. So sometimes they will not book maybe hotel for the year, but minister talk say this is where you first should be, because coach, you remember say on an talk recently for press conference, say there are person where they look up to a coach, where clearly you don't pick his side. Say that coach be their head.
Maybe will be saying during
coach be their head, no.
People will be saying during song in time, they ever talk say song like boss.
Yes, but during Magbrisi time, you don't talk so. It means they don't.
But why it means say maybe mean I say they look down on you, say they look down on song. You know how they interpret that.
No, you know, be get opportunity for talk during song in time. You know they say on some press conference video they be call Onana Meka talk or ask question. You understand? And like at the end of the day, we cannot blame the players for anything. I want to take us back to the encounter before this one, before them coming for this round. The last encounter that the Indomitable Lions had, they came to Cameroon to come and play their match. When they came, what happened? They trained. They went the whole day without training because FECAFOOT did not release the bus for them, make it available for them. FECAFOOT did not release equipment for them. FECAFOOT did not release the bus for them. And that was not even the end of it. At the end of that encounter, FECAFOOT sent messages to their clubs, threatening messages literally to all the players, saying that the players came. So if you, who is supposed to be serving me, you send me that kind of letter, you don't expect me to come to your office.
Facts.
You understand? So there was already that. So I feel personally that FECAFOOT created that tension between the Indomitable, because the shagab always be between MINSEP and FECAFOOT.
People already claim say Clarice say FECAFOOT is doing a job. Say FECAFOOT normally if the players have been report to FECAFOOT,
now I take we back to how it starts, because that way it starts, players they be being different, they play their ball, they can't play their ball. Why players they go can't play their ball and not get them balls? Now players they are forced say una the fight. If una the fight, una fight. Give players balls, give them their mayo, them give them their ball. Make they play, make they train. But if you hold my ball, you hold this, you know, give me. So what am I do how? It's like you're making my work difficult. So it's like you're fighting me, and you don't leave it like that. You write a letter to my football club to tell my football club this one, that one. So you're trying to like give. So even if we have a problem inside our house, why do you have to take the problem outside? So I feel like the players felt that the federation was fighting them, and that's why when they came, they will not go to where there's hostility. You are fighting me, so I'll go to where I feel is safe for me. I'll go to where I feel welcome. I'll go to whichever place is making an environment safe and peaceful for me to be in. Exactly. Because you have involved me in this fight by denying me what is mine. You understand? So that's where I feel like it started from.
No, but the federation only had to react because there was already the problem. During the days of Rigobert's song, they were not refusing players balls. They were not refusing them the balls.
There was no.
This was a reaction to an action.
Was the action by the players? No.
The action was not by the players.
So why the players now suffering?
The action was not to the players.
They should remove the players from the show.
Simple. Yeah. But that's my point. They should remove the players from the fight. Because they were involved in the fight.
Yeah, on a normal day when two people are fighting, the intention is supposed to be that the people who are supposed to play, because the players, like we said, they are innocent. They are not even supposed to get into that kind of thing. It becomes even demeaning to their clubs.
Yes.
You see that you come to Cameroon, a big player, for instance, like Onana, you know, a world class,
and he does not have equipment to train,
and he doesn't have a boot to train. Like that's the least.
Exactly.
The problem is that's why I look at this thing more from, you know, the performance of players and fan enthusiasm. We personally,
see, I don't be chop fine really period. I don't like you. I mean, get exam right. I don't be concentrate. If you be that bad because say I love football in Cameroon and we don't lose hope sometimes of Cameroon football. But you know, recently I think say I be partly now to make a man love. But wait, that doesn't mean it's not without fault. And I feel say at this point, like we're talking about, our focus is really fan enthusiasm. Yes, and how it's affecting. Yes, it's for affecting the players. Because honestly speaking, I feel say this would have not gotten to this level.
It should not have.
Yes, because after they gathered me to PM, I know my own say no. I feel say some really good decision don't be arrived at. But when I see release from PM, I started realizing so this thing be far from over. You know, we carry some kind of level of substance. Because I'm not in the fight for us. Whenever we solve that fight, then we come out carry and go for different countries. Yeah, carry and go down for that is shameful. It is really, really bad.
That is it. And that's why I feel like the players are not supposed to be dragged into this. Because indomitable lions of Cameroon will stay. FECAFOOT and Mins will leave. MINSEP and Mins will leave. The coach will leave. Indomitable lions of Cameroon will forever be indomitable lions of Cameroon. So I will never ever, try to, like what I see some people doing on social media, trying to denigrate the players, trying to insult the players because you are in favor of this person or in favor of that person. It's completely wrong because these are people that are upholding. Exactly, these are people. Even if you want to take your sides, but don't put the players into it. Don't drag the players into it because they are here to serve. A lot of people cannot deal with this type of tension in their workplaces. They cannot deal with this kind of situations. But now these players are dealing with this thing, and none of them has even come publicly to even maybe denigrate any side. The only thing that they have ever said publicly is to say, oh, we want peace. We want this thing to end. We just want to play football. We just want to make Cameroonians happy. And Cameroonians will be there dragging them. So what is it? What are people fight? And for me, the whole thing is looking like it's a cult.
Honestly, you see this Eglisian and Igbo thing. It looks like cruise, but it is becoming bigger. It is not correct. It is honestly not correct because I agree with you. It's really they normal for it is a cult. And why do I say it's a cult?
It's a fight that is bigger than football, and we don't want to get further. But the truth is, when you look at it from the practical perspective, we know that we might have management issues at the level of because I'm saying this because in the last game, if you are a true Eglisian, you will even be doubting whether you want Cameroon to win or lose.
They did not want Cameroon to win. A lot of them went to social media to say they don't want Cameroon to win.
If you are a true Eglisian, you want Cameroon to lose that match.
To prove a point.
Which is not supposed to be like that.
It is not supposed to be so. Of course, that is a clear indication that we have mixed feelings when it comes to even supporting the Lions, given the fight. So truly, we'll call for peace so that we can support our team. But the fact remains that the whole of this thing is, I don't know how to put it clearly, but it's bigger than what we actually see.
No, yeah, about that cult thing we clearly talk about.
When I say it's a cult, it's because there's a group of people who call themselves Ecclesians, for example, who are literally worshipping Eto.
Yeah.
You see them in comment section saying Eto, ultimately Eto do correct. Eto can do no wrong in my eyes. Eto can this. It's okay to be a fanatic. Me, myself, I'm a very, very passionate fan. When I love you with all my heart. Just the way I love Eto with all my heart. Like everybody who knows me knows that I love Eto. I literally, when I was in secondary school, I used to share sweets on Eto's birthday. That's how much, that's how much I love Eto. Everybody who is my friend, even my family, they know that I love Eto. But it does not take away, you loving somebody does not mean that you will not speak the truth.
Exactly.
Or identify the person's weaknesses. Or agree that the person is not doing something right. Or, just give room for benefit of doubt about the person's character. It is okay. You love your husband, you love your wife, you love your boyfriend, you love your sister. Does not mean that everything your sister does is correct to you. It does not mean that you will say that everything that person does. When you start saying ultimately person do correct, you are idolizing that person. It is becoming a form of worship, and that is why I'm calling it a cult. Because at this point, you see people fighting their brothers, people fighting their colleagues, and the fight does not end on social media. They take that fight to real life. People have fallen out with people because of this fight. It does not even concern you. There's nothing you have as an individual to benefit from this fight, literally. But you are fighting people because you want to prove a point that this person you are supporting is correct. Why do you have that feel that need to prove a point? It's because you have idolized that person, and the position you have given that person in your life is like a god.
Yeah, when you feel idolize someone, you are no longer objective.
You are no longer objective.
Anything they say is correct.
Yeah. Just like some people, exactly. So they're literally worshiping these people, and that's why they see nothing. So that's why I'm calling it a cult. Now the Igbos, on the other hand, are people who, I think, my personal opinion, because not all Igbos are supporting the government. Yeah. It's not like Igbos have a person that they are worshiping. Igbos are mostly the ones that are objective in this matter. The ones who are saying that this thing, they're calling out like what they think is not right. Yeah. They are calling out the faux pas of what's happening in the FECAFOOT administration. They are exposing things that they think are not right. That's why they're calling them Igbo, because they feel like they are doing things that they are not supposed to be doing, that because it's not in favor of this person. And you see many of them saying that this thing you're saying is biased because it's not in favor of this person. And you start wondering,
do you know what is objective or what is bias?
Is it about bias? Is it because everything is supposed to favor this person?
Exactly.
If it does not favor this person, then it is biased. So where is your objectivity? Where is your logic? So if you don't have that objectivity, if there's no clear line between all of that, then you are worshiping this person. So it is cultism.
The fact that both camps have something they have done wrong one way or the other.
Exactly.
The problem now is
that's what it is. It's not a matter of right or wrong at this point. It's not even a matter of right or wrong, because
at this point, what has gotten us to this place is the matter of right and wrong. Because for instance, as the head of FECAFOOT,
we cannot go into the details of what is happening to them.
I'm trying to say that not what is happening up there.
Yeah.
Probably from actions. Eto takes a decision and says, according to this FECAFOOT text or this FECAFOOT decree is supposed to be done this way, and then the minister says, but no, it should not be done this way.
That's not how it happens. I don't remember anything happening like that. Give me an example.
Most of the things, for instance, maybe choosing where a match is supposed to be played. For instance,
the original decision was from who? Was from MINSEP before FECAFOOT said no, we don't want.
Who is supposed to take the
decision? That's why I'm saying that the way you explained it, there's no flow of. It has never been like that. It has never been FECAFOOT did something and then MINSEP said no. It's usually
who has the right to decide where to play.
Bring the
FECAFOOT. No, FECAFOOT says we need this because of course we are the football governing body and we think it's better to know where.
Now you are talking about. That's what I'm saying, that this conversation, this particular details, is not at our level to even go into details of, because there is also Onis. Onis is the one that's responsible of all the stadiums in the country. So if I'm responsible of the stadiums, I am the one who is supposed to tell you that this stadium is available or not, because I'm the one managing the stadiums. And they gave the list. So that's at the end of the day is their issue.
But my problem for inside the matter, I say, Mark talk from so, get to my point. Before now, football there has always been a lot of politics that has infiltrated our football. And this issue has only exposed how much it has. Yes, which I think that is something that they should have solved long. My problem now, I feel like they're making it look like it is now that we are having these issues, but we would have solved them way long from the predecessors. Why be say they no be solved the issue? They get to come back now. So we don't blow for all my issue.
Okay, let's remember that this whole, like normally, according to their texts, whatever, FECAFOOT is the body first, okay, FECAFOOT is under Ministry of Sports, right?
Yes.
So FECAFOOT is responsible for the administrative activities of Cameroon football.
Yeah.
Simply put, before, like ordinarily, FECAFOOT is the one that is managing players, managing all these things.
Yeah.
They will, when there's anything, they make a proposal, send it to the ministry. Ministry approves, disburses the budget, they manage it. That is how the normal order of things. Now, 2015 is where all of this changed.
Yes,
Because in 2015, there was a convention that was signed, and this convention was during the time when our current FECAFOOT president was captain of the football team, and there was a situation that happened where the players were revolting, blah blah blah, and they refused to even hand the flag to the minister. The story is there, people can Google it. So that was when a convention was held between the Ministry of Sports and FECAFOOT administration, and they now came up with a convention where they agreed that because of all of this that we are seeing, this disorder we are seeing, the government of Cameroon has the rights to make certain decisions. For example, the government of Cameroon has the right to appoint a coach. They have the right to. That is the convention that was signed, and it was signed by the current FECAFOOT people and MINSEP. So it's that convention is what is giving the government of Cameroon legal rights to do these things that they are doing. And that is why, even in the letter that FIFA responded to FECAFOOT, and FECAFOOT wrote it, FIFA has said it, and FIFA has repeatedly stated that you people should revise that convention, because according to FIFA, this is not the normal order of things. But FIFA cannot come in between, into this matter, because it is a binding law that you have signed with your government.
Could that explain why FIFA has not sanctioned?
That is why, because exactly,
because
there are not a lot of things. They cannot be sanctioned because of that, because according to the law, the government of Cameroon is acting according to the law because of that convention.
And so is acting according to the law as well.
In which context? Because the context of this conversation is that the ministry is not supposed to be taking certain decisions.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm explaining. Due to that convention, ministry has the legal right to take those decisions. So that is where all of this is. And now we have a FECAFOOT president who does not necessarily agree with all those decisions that the ministry is taking, and that's why he's opposing them.
Yes,
and that is what is causing all of this drama, because some of these decisions that the ministry is taking, according to their discretion, because they feel like it is for the benefit of football. The FECAFOOT president does not agree with those decisions, and he doesn't want to compromise, or he doesn't want to come to a consensus with some of those decisions that MINSEP is taking. So he's opposing the decisions and taking his own decisions. And that is why there's that clash. And that's not something that I believe that we can fix. I believe that it's something that at the end of the day, one of those two parties, or those two parties, have to dialogue. And that's what even CAF president said. And he even said it when he came to Cameroon recently for Isa Hayatu's burial. He said he even advised FECAFOOT president. He called him out. Samuel Eto'o, I am advising you, work with the government of Cameroon. That's the only thing that can happen. It's only dialogue. And that's what FIFA has also advised. It's only dialogue. At our level, we can only talk from today to tomorrow. But these two camps, like I'm talking MINSEP, and they have to just dialogue.
I believe
and come to.
We can put them to dialogue. When we talk like that.
So what I think we should do is that we should stop this fighting amongst ourselves, because at the end of the day, all these Ibu Eglisien fights.
No, but yeah,
I feel like it's not necessary.
At least since I don't time, because it costs unnecessary.
No, but
it's only a lot of football that is a unifying factor.
It's causing division.
Remember, before the crisis, before you interject, before the crisis, will be in fact a lot of things will happen. But even in the midst of us hearing that there were gunshots here and there and the rest, we were happy to watch the ball. We forget that we have problems.
Exactly.
Everybody is one. We want Cameroon to.
Everybody wants Cameroon.
But how can the same football be the reason why we are divided?
And some people don't even want Cameroon to win.
But it's because of the law.
It's so bad.
No,
it's so bad.
No, it's so bad. They don't know.
I'm saying based on what I'm saying that something has to be done and done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And now that's at the level of those people. They have to dialogue. That's the only thing.
The winners now we as Cameroonians,
we should stop this again.
Yeah, you know, correct.
No man define who be Ibu because and who be Exen. In my own opinion, because
tell me about define.
When we does it be Eglisian, not be that because he all thing it to do correct. Technically, some fans, of course, if you remember right from the days of, when you remember in the days of Messi and Ronaldo, some of we move close fight for Messi and Ronaldo again 10 francs.
Exactly.
That one idolization was really talk. But the definition of Eglisian with me at the talk for here, and people we want change.
No, not like the definition of Eglisian. No. No, but
because
definition of ecclesia no be ecclesia definition that papa.
because ecclesia for
here. You no be ecclesia.
No, ecclesia for here na people the way they support the change. At least make the change happen. No matter the kind of change we will end up getting, we will just get a change because we don't. As I talked from the beginning, say FECAFOOT na administrative position. We will believe say the person where they come in for feed people. If you understand the pain and challenges of the situation, you will better resolve the situation.
Right.
But now we find ourselves in cases the way some decisions no really be correct per se, but we realize that if Eto don't be able to go this far, now because he get backing, he get the reason. If he be to do other things the way, text the favor he, they don't sanction you or they don't send it out since long ago. Because if Eto we call junior lions for can't day by the side for get ready for play. If the senior lions they no one play, now because of the fact that the CAF regulations they permit them for be able to fit in the football team in the dying minute. You get, for instance, if even as the regulation they allow say only this one for fee play, that kind of situation not for fee ever happen.
But est-ce que they even put their name for any match?
They not put that. But okay, if
no consistency plan where you no ever hold no water. The last time in a spectators.
But at the end of the day, for me, Ecclesian and Manway, he believe in the fact say change.
No
matter how. Yeah, we support the young people there now.
No be Ecclesian that. This is a definition, Papa. No be definition of Ecclesian. They mean say we not be Ecclesian there.
At the end of the day,
we not be Ecclesian. Go for social media. At the top, not explain big Papa. At the top based on. At the top, it just no wait. When I explain.
I don't Ecclesian there.
No. People where they call themselves Ecclesian are people the way it cannot do wrong in their eyes. People that literally no, those are people that call they're the ones. No, I support Eto, but I don't call myself Ecclesian. Then it means say you not be Ecclesian.
I will call it out.
Okay, you know the meaning of Ecclesian. You know say okay, when my tell you how that name come about. Because they talk say Eto na the pastor for the church of Singa.
Yes.
So they talk say anybody worship that pastor na Ecclesian, you worship Eto.
I know the worship.
You don't be Ecclesian. That's not the talk.
I know worship. I the support it. I the support the action there.
You not be Ecclesian.
You don't say Ecclesian against on their official page.
Yes.
Under that post, I did not true. I never always see their comment. They say just a good pastor.
Correct. Just a good pastor. The one that talk about
pastor DNZ.
So you not be Ecclesian.
I be Eto supporter.
Good, but you are not Ecclesian. You not be Ecclesian.
Plenty things the way Eto do where they be wrong. And if you do plenty the way they be right. But what do we stand with? Are they also with Abat? Before Etowange to FECAFOOT. I mean, not the FECAFOOT day, but it be end at me knowing. But because of the fact that Eto come, that's a new person. They can't be changed. The change they can't be tension. But it don't cost me to get more interest. It don't cost me to even love football more. Me say I don't give up on Cameroon football like that. But because of where they come, I decided okay, this is something. And like we always talk. Whether they change good or bad, but me change be. That's the first thing.
But when I not be Ecclesian, then no, other was just for
because when I Monday we say we'll be worshippers.
No, not the talk. Somebody tell you say you need to understand me. If you not be Ecclesian, big Papa, you be supporter. It's different.
Supporters
it be different. It be different. Then when I not be see. No. Now when I two categories now. Like me for example, I simply talk say I need to identify as Ecclesian or Ibu because of the way many people that they identify me. So I feel like we not be Ecclesian.
Of sports.
Yes, me too. I thought
you support a token at least for your own action.
So I think say this we don't really get a lot for for talk on this particular topic until when they actually sweep me and say for once I don't shit on some place where women they don't get a lot to talk about football even almost passing.
Wait.
No,
I don't always.
No, to be honest, right? When we started this, I was thinking that it was going to be a man thing because they were claims they will play the football and all, but from the analysis and statistics, they were glad it's don't bring up and they failed to don't bring up. It shows that women are actually getting so interested. When I relationship the sister there, women will like football. It means they go hardly
they one step ahead.
They go hold remote control together, change and say no, the Cameroon man play time. We'll check Barca or Real match.
Then should imagine I say if besides like me for example, I watch football according to people.
Yes.
So now according to people,
Now
if I like you, I watch your football. If I like this, I watch. I support him. Like now, so I support Manchester United because of banana. You know, so
as much as you love it, alright.
yes.
No, if you ever put the two for the same level.
No, it don't know.
So at the end of the day,
You understand?
and we care about our indomitable lions.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So
I think
that why that
really
would
adversely affected by all of
exactly.
this.
So now why that we take our time for get to know what's going on, the history, the this, the that, because it's very important to us.
So
Because at the end of the day,
now, I mean, as we probably try for round, what you advise me to do for actually arrange this thing when I check up?
I just say don't talk.
for me, two things. Like I said, for at the level of MINSEP and FECAFOOT, dialogue. They have to dialogue and come to a conclusion, come to an agreement. At the level of their fans, they should stop the division. All these it should stop. Because people are fighting people that they're not supposed to be fighting. Burning bridges with people that they're not people that are regular people. You when you need something, these are people that you reach out to. If you get die, that man go come for your die. But you will caution for social media, and then you can't bridge that relationship.
Very bad.
For nothing. For not matter when no concern. What's all of that toxicity for? Who are you proving a point to? You know, it doesn't matter. So for me, let fans let the people in power to handle their fights, and let fans just enjoy football in peace. It's one Cameroon, it's one football. Let's not be taking it personal and that deep. That cultism.
Yeah.
Because that's hotel.
I relate to you very much on that point, because I guess some of my friends who have been a study mate right from the days of school who stop for study together because of Messi and Ronaldo, and it affect me. It affect me very badly because they help me a lot. But because they support Barca, I support Real Madrid. Always get tension. So this whole tension not really good for our normal daily life.
Yes. More create a healthy environment where we agree to disagree. This thing where if you disagree with the person talk, if you say the thing will be pushing or fighting, you're not supposed to do so. You agree peacefully, healthily. You bring your boys, I bring my boys. Don't say what's that. You start to say, I beg come for them, so you never be biased. You don't even think fight. They don't pay you no.
I said,
yes, brother.
You should say, because Cameroon played their last match. I'd be surprised say nothing not happened. Even one goal, even a book where when they get to that place, people then we know say a book. When we follow review them online, fast talking and all that, we know. Abu always come to arrest people. Why Cameroon always call goal? We are not saying the performance already worry because.
I feel that this fight is stress.
I feel
I get contrary. You say that instead reliance on old players.
Yes,
that's true. I mean wrong. I was so trying to go
because the reliance on old players will not be the way. I watched on Nigeria and TikTok the other day say, but each time the Abubakar and Wishman, each time one kick and one man who don't score Abubakar. Why na Abu get to always score? I mean, say some problem there for a front three. You understand? Because sometimes we want to play fine for Brentford, but one reach Cameroon. My main problem now the fact that we play basketball wey retire for 17 minutes, may play the whole match for 2 matches. We play Namibia, go play Zimbabwe.
No. Because Ronaldo doesn't play at the no. Ronaldo doesn't play at the
39.
Wait, if I don't take a pose, not take a small pose. Now wait, take small pose. We come back. Well, honestly speaking, based on our perspective, if there's something that we can agree on, is the fact that we want football in this country to thrive and we want to be at peace. Yeah. So let me use the common term. May the powers that be, that really have the powers to be able to resolve this thing, may they get to work as soon as possible.
Amen.
Before it divides us Cameroonians even more.
Amen.
Yeah, Papa P, Papa, you will hurry up.
Papa P, we call on you.
Yes, Papa, tell me really day.
Our able.
Yes. Exactly, Papa. Hurry up. Thank you plenty, Papa P. Solve the problem.
All that once.
Yeah, one hour for football.
Want to enjoy.
Go back, go sleep. Probably never over plenty.
As in,
yes.
I want to see as my the cash penalties.
Exactly. Like you do today, do good job. Anyway, with that being said, it's a wrap. Should hurt, but must be spoken. Exactly. Peace out.